In the golden era of King Solomon's reign, the world buzzed with tales of his unrivaled wisdom, unmatched wealth, and divine favor. News of his understanding of life, leadership, and the mysteries of the universe spread beyond the borders of Israel, reaching the ears of rulers and philosophers far and wide. One such ruler, a queen from the distant land of Sheba, heard the rumors and resolved to see the truth for herself. The Queen of Sheba was no ordinary ruler. She reigned over a wealthy and advanced kingdom, believed by many scholars to be in the region of modern-day Ethiopia or Yemen. Her land was rich in gold, incense, and spices, and she was known not only for her political power but also for her keen intellect and deep curiosity. Unlike others who admired Solomon from afar, she was determined to meet him face to face, not just to pay homage, but to challenge him with difficult questions and riddles to see whether his wisdom truly came from God. She gathered a magnificent caravan, camels loaded with spices, treasure chests filled with gold and precious stones, and an entourage of servants and dignitaries. The journey to Jerusalem was long and grueling, crossing deserts and mountains, but she traveled with purpose, driven by the desire to meet the man whose name had become legendary. When the Queen of Sheba arrived in Jerusalem, the city was stunned by her royal presence. She was welcomed into Solomon's palace, a place of grand architecture, gleaming gold, and majestic courts. There she stood before the king and began to test him with hard questions, riddles about life, ethics, the cosmos, leadership, and theology. She posed problem after problem, confident that none could withstand her scrutiny, but Solomon answered every question with ease, depth, and clarity. His responses revealed not only knowledge but profound understanding. He unraveled mysteries, settled dilemmas, and exposed truths hidden in layers. The queen listened in awe, her initial skepticism melting away with each wise reply. Her wonder grew as she observed more than just his mind. She saw the organization of his kingdom, the splendor of his palace, the opulence of his table, the devotion of his priests, and the discipline of his servants. Even the stairway by which he went up to the temple of the Lord filled her with reverence. Everything about Solomon's court reflected divine order and favor. Overwhelmed, she spoke words of admiration. "The report I heard in my own land about your achievements and your wisdom is true, but I did not believe these things until I came and saw with my own eyes. Indeed, not even half was told me. In wisdom and wealth you have far exceeded the report I heard." She blessed the God of Israel, acknowledging that Solomon's greatness was a gift from the Lord, given because of God's love for his people. She then presented her gifts: 120 talents of gold, over 4 tons, vast quantities of spices, and precious stones. The Bible notes that never again were such spices brought in as those the Queen of Sheba gave to Solomon. In return, Solomon gave her everything she desired and asked for, including gifts from his royal bounty. Their exchange symbolized a meeting of equals, a diplomatic and spiritual union between two great monarchs. While the Bible does not say more, other traditions fill in the gaps. Ethiopian lore, particularly from the Kebra Nagast, claims that the Queen of Sheba, known as Makeda, and Solomon had a son, Menelik III, who became the first emperor of Ethiopia. This son would one day return to Jerusalem, only to secretly take the Ark of the Covenant with him, an artifact some believe still resides in Ethiopia today. After their time together, the Queen of Sheba returned to her land. Her story did not end with her departure. Instead, she was immortalized in history. Centuries later, Jesus Christ himself referenced her visit as a testimony of spiritual hunger and recognition of truth. The Queen of the South will rise at the judgment with this generation and condemn it, for she came from the ends of the earth to listen to Solomon's wisdom, and now something greater than Solomon is here. Matthew 12:42. Her visit was more than political curiosity. It was a pilgrimage of the soul. The Queen of Sheba's legacy endures as a symbol of wisdom-seeking, bold leadership, and reverence for divine truth.